It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, it's showtime. What's happening, everybody? The Geno Jones Show. Bam! Y'all can read. You can see the sign, right? I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern here on the East Coast, the Charleston, South Carolina metro. If you're in Chicago right now, or Houston, or up in Milwaukee maybe, St. Louis, New Orleans, Central Time, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. If you're out there in Boulder, Colorado with Coach Prime time, Coach Deion Sanders and his Colorado Buffaloes. It is 4:30, and if you're out in L.A., or up in Portland, Oregon with my firstborn daughter and my son-in-law and Brooklyn the Bulldog, a.k.a. Boogie, Jonathan and Brooklyn the Bulldog. It is 3:30 on the West Coast. Please subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. All right, look, I got a big announcement. So let me do this from the door, off the jump, from the rip, as they say. I am now officially, I have reached the threshold in terms of subscribers to become a YouTube partner. So thank you. So pretty soon you'll start seeing like the ads you see on different YouTube shows. You'll start seeing them. That means I will get a YouTube bag, a check. They'll start paying a brother. So please, my goal is by the end of 2024 is to have 1 million subscribers. And I'm speaking into existence because it can happen, and it can happen with your help because I've reached this threshold. So I want to thank everybody. Continue to spread the word like a good virus. Spread the word. Subscribe, share, screen grab, like, and binge watch all my back episodes. The more subscribers I get, the longer you watch, the more you watch, the bigger that bag is going to get heavier, if you know what I'm saying. All right, today is Support Black Business or Black-Owned Business Day. I like support a Black Business Day on the Geno Jones Show. I have an African-American woman, brilliant woman, who has a real estate company. So we're going to, she's got a really clever slogan, or like I won't say a nickname, but I'll tell you what it is coming up shortly. So let me jump off the show. So my monologue is basically mostly rant, part humor, which is kind of like, that's all my monologues. So you probably heard the story about the guy, co-founder of Rolling Stone magazine. Now, I didn't really want to give this dude, because I'm not trying to help him sell any books, and there's just so much racism and micro and macro aggressions that we as black people have to deal with. People just, they insinuate things, and they kind of imply it and try to talk out of the side of their mouth or out of their ass, and just some try to be slick with it. Now so many, the MAGA cult, they don't even try to hide it. They just straight out, N-word, 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 Civil War, we want to kill y'all. They just straight up with it. So I really didn't want to get this dude any oxygen, but when you say something that is so disrespectful to the culture, especially when we talk about music. And I worked in radio for over 3 decades, like nearly 3.5 decades. So that's personal to me. You've made it personal. Like Colorado State, their football team and their head coach, Mike Norvell, made it personal for Coach Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes. And the white kid, let me just say this, because I meant to say it the other night. I'm deviating off script for a second, but I talked about how, there was two kids that really made some dirty plays, some really dirty hits that should have, one was kicked out of the game. It was the black guy, 2 guys on defense, 1 black guy, 1 white guy. The black guy got kicked out of the game, Colorado State, for basically trying to pile drive Deion Sanders' son, Shador, into the ground and hurt him, because he was trying to hurt him. Now he'll say, I wasn't trying to do that. Look, I played semi-pro football. You can't even do that in that kind of, you can't like put all your body weight and pile drive somebody into the ground. That's why his ass got kicked out of the game. But his teammate, his white teammate, lacerated through like his shoulder into a kid, Travis Hunter, one of the star players on Colorado, and threw it into his side, lacerated his liver. He should have got suspended. Really, it should have kicked his ass off the team at least. He should have got kicked out of that game last Saturday night and suspended. But let me say this. I've learned that this kid and his mother, because he's from Boulder, where the University of Colorado is, and people are just gone crazy. Death threats, threatening this kid, threatening his mom, his family. Y'all need to cut that out, okay? Just stop it. It's just a game. I know you get emotional. I know a lot of folks get emotionally invested like I do with the Lakers, but I ain't ready to fight nobody about the Lakers or the Chicago White Sox because Jeannie Buss or the Reinsdorf family ain't cutting me a check. But we ain't doing that. We cannot do that. As dirty as that play was by the kid number 11, Henry Blackburn, and the fact that he lacerated this kid's liver, there's no excuse to threaten that boy's life. All right, because at the end of the game, it's still football, and dirty plays, late hits happen in the game. Now he should have got kicked out of the game immediately, like his teammate did later in the game, and he should be suspended. But stop with the death threats. And shout out to Coach Prime, Coach Deion Sanders, basically said the same thing. I don't never condone you to threaten nobody's life about a football game. Have you lost your damn mind? He's still a kid. Yeah, he's 21 or whatever, 21 going on 22. But I don't blame him. I blame his coach. And his coach said, well, we don't coach that. We don't teach that. Well, either you coach it or you condone it. So the fact that you didn't discipline him and pull his ass out of the game says a lot about you, Coach Mike Norvell. But I got digressed because now I've gotten off the subject. So anyway, let's get back to the co-founder of Rolling Stone magazine and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So anyway, you want to find out his name, Google his name, because I ain't trying to help him sell any books. But he got a new book out. And in the book, I'm not even going to give you the title because you can Google it. Because this dude ain't cutting me no check, and I'm not trying to help him sell no books at all. And people asked him, how come all these great black entertainers that influenced rock and roll, they really created rock and roll, but I'm about to get into that in a second, and just music in general, you didn't interview any black people, period, and no women? And his excuse, his statement at the time was that they, being black artists and female artists, couldn't articulate at that level. I guess the level of the white men that he interviewed. What? Really? Dude, really? And you could say that with a straight face. Now he's trying to backtrack. So, well, I didn't mean that, and I misspoke, and I was wrong. I didn't mean it. No, you said what you meant the first time. What did Maya Angelou say? When somebody shows you who they are, believe them the first time they show you who they are, because that's who dude is. Now, he got a lot of heat. People came, they chin-checked his ass, and he wanted to try to clean it up. But no, you said what you meant, Mr. Co-founder of Rolling Stone magazine and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You said what you meant, and you meant what you said. So let me give you a quick history lesson, because maybe where you live they ban black history, but I got you. They don't ban black history or just American history here on the Geno Jones Show. So really, like Little Richard said, he's the architect of rock and roll. Yeah, before your boy Elvis got on the scene, you had artists like Little Richard and Chuck Berry and Big Mama Thornton. Google Big Mama Thornton. Elvis, one of his biggest records, you ain't nothing but a hound dog wiggling his little, yeah. Well, guess who made that song before Elvis? It was a sister, a black woman named Big Mama Thornton. You can pull it up on YouTube. So with that type of influence on music, period, and you couldn't, you have a book where you're talking about the masters in the music industry, and you didn't interview one black person, one woman. You could have interviewed Tina Turner before she passed. Diana Ross is still with us. Shaka Khan. Man, it's so many. Are you kidding me? You could have referenced them. You could have referenced Whitney Houston. You could have referenced Mahalia Jackson. You still got Patti LaBelle and Shaka Khan still around, and you got Stevie Wonder still here, and Earth, Wind, and Fire. Ronald Isley, who did a rock and roll song. How many times have you gone to your company's Christmas party, or like a party to where it's like a mixed crowd, or like a bar where there's a lot of white folks and they play "Make You Wanna Shout," da na 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 na, shout, da na 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 na. You know who made that? Ronald Isley, with the Isley Brothers, way back in the day. Rock and roll song. Mr. Big Ronald Isley is still got 82 years young, got swag, he around. You could have talked to him, but you didn't. So, you can't disrespect the culture. And no, you could have kept the apology because you didn't mean it. You said what you meant the first time, and you meant what you said. Speaking of music, happy birthday today to the dream producer, super producer, hit maker, songwriter. He wrote Umbrella for Rihanna. He wrote Single Ladies for Beyonce. He wrote Ride for Sierra. The Dream, 46 today. Aldous Hodge, brother, he's a dynamite actor. One Night in Miami, a movie about Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali and Jim Brown. He played Jim Brown. They were all in Muhammad Ali's hotel room the night he fought the second Sonny Liston fight. He was also in Hidden Figures. Aldous Hodge is 41. Debbie Morgan. Let's go old school. Where are all my children fans back in the day? Angie and Jesse. Man, every black person in America back in the day, if you was around, man, Angie and Jesse. I didn't even watch soap operas, but I was watching All My Children and Angie and Jesse. Debbie Morgan. She was also in Eve's Bayou, the movie Love and Basketball. Debbie Morgan is 72 today, and I was talking about the movie Hidden Figures that Aldous Hodge was in. Happy heavenly birthday to one of the real Hidden Figures, Dorothy Vaughan. Born on this day in 1910. She was a mathematician, and they called her like a human computer because she was brilliant and genius with math and solving these complicated math equations so that the astronauts and NASA could fly these astronauts into outer space and to the moon. If you haven't seen Hidden Figures, you need to see it because it was these black women that they was the smartest folks at NASA. They had the brain, the mathematicians, the mathematics geniuses. So happy heavenly birthday to Dorothy Vaughan, born on this day in 1910. Today, support black-owned business, and it's a Working Divas Wednesday. And my guest is in the real estate industry, and she is known as your real estate matchmaker. Man, I like that. There she is on camera, ladies and gentlemen, without any further delay. Andrea Perry, your real estate matchmaker to the Geno Jones Show. Support black businesses. How are you? Thank you for being patient and sitting through my rant here with my monologue. But just you can't just disrespect the culture and expect me just to not say nothing. I ain't wired that way.
And it ain't nothing but
That's right, Big Mama Thornton.
That's right, Big Mama. Absolutely. And I mean, that's a well-known fact about rock and roll history. So respect. Absolutely. And it's so good to be here on your show, Geno. Thank you so much for having me. I so appreciate you and allowing me to talk about my real estate business.
So
it's been an...
Well, great. Now, I want to finish your thought. I just want to say, so if you don't mind, share your story with us, like your journey from the beginning and the inspiration to where you are now.
All right. Well, my story here is I really wanted to get into real estate, basically just to help those who are wanting to build a generational home for their future children, for their family, create to potentially create generational wealth. And so I grew up from very meager means. I grew up in the country of Little River,
All
South Carolina.
right. What is that near? What is that near?
North Myrtle Beach is where it's
Okay.
located.
All right.
All right. So if you're familiar with Myrtle Beach, it's just north of there.
Okay.
But basically, whenever I started, it was basically just to get people to a point to where they can own, they can have something for themselves, they can genuinely have a place to call home. And that's really what it's all about. And you create more wealth because with renting, you're paying the landlady or you're paying whoever is receiving all of your funds 100% interest at
Yes.
that. Absolutely. So, that was my goal. So I strove hard. I dug into the books, studied hard on what type of homes there are. Anybody who's looking to buy a modular home, a 3-bedroom, anywhere from a luxury home. I want to help them meet their real estate needs. And that's why I'm your real estate matchmaker. That's why I came up with the name potentially.
I like it. So for those who don't know, when you say modular home, what does that mean?
Modular or manufactured.
Okay.
So there's a difference between the two. So with the manufactured home, it's mostly like what they used to call the mobile home before, anywhere between 1978, I believe, was the cutoff for that. And so I grew up in one, and there's no shame in that. There's no shame in that. What matters is that you have something to call your own zen. You don't have any rules. I mean, maybe HOA. I don't have anything to do with that. We but I have such a passion for wanting to help those just to who are scared to buy. And in this market, a lot of people are fearful, but there's nothing to be fearful about. We're still going strong here in the Low Country in Charleston, South Carolina, and there's nothing but going up from here.
So I got a two-part question for you. Two-part question for you.
Okay.
What was the most important lesson that you learned as a business owner, or hardest lesson? And what's the best piece of advice someone has given you for your business?
So the best piece of advice anyone is giving me, and what you will come to learn being in real estate or being a real estate agent, is basically to be there for your client, to do your due diligence. And right here in the Low Country, we are still at a point to where people are migrating to the Southeast.
Yes.
The market is still high, and some of the pitfalls that you come into is rejection, looking at what the news is telling you right now. Oh, the market's going to crash, but you have to stay positive because we are striving down here. People are still migrating here, and the value of homes is still increasing. It's still increasing. You're still able at the end of the day to get more equity out of your home from owning your home. If some people are fearful about the interest rates right now, but what is it compared to? 100% interest in renting? Or you get an interest rate now to where at some point you will be able to refinance. And so that's what I like to kind of tell people, just to give them hope. You have to speak positivity into the universe. Words have power,
Yes. So what was like the toughest moment? What was the most important lesson? Something that you could share to some other either new business owners, people thinking about getting in business. What was that one thing, if you could sit them down and say, hey, you know what? Don't do this. Or if I wish I would have known, or I wish somebody would have told me this, what would that be?
So that would basically be to work your business. Okay. It's 40-hour weeks. So even if you're working from home, if you're working at your brokerage with Realty One Group Coastal, But if you're working from home, you're working with your brokerage, you need to get up, get dressed, time block, make sure that you keep an organized schedule is what's really important so that your business can thrive. Anything that is meaningful to you, you're going to have to work for it. And you have to put your sweat into it and build it. So you have to build your clientele. You're going to have to go through all the motions as far as getting your real estate license and studying hard, and also not burning bridges. It's very important in this business not to burn bridges. You have to keep a meaningful relationship and build meaningful relationships with your clients and your peers, just so that you'll get those references, and then things will start to flow with you. Things will start to flow, with anything, it takes work. And so that's what I tell everyone. Don't think that it's going to be handed to you. It's something that you're going to have to go out and get. But it's also, it's the positivity you put into it. You have to have a love for it.
A passion. Yeah, I would agree. Anything in life, if you have a passion for it, and if the passion and the work ethic, the hard work, if you're the hardest worker, the most talented and the most passion, that's a recipe for greatness right there, success. So Andrea, folks right now who may be watching in the hair salon or barber shop, or maybe at their own home or whatever, or maybe in the gym on the treadmill, got their earbuds in, waiting on a flight, sitting at their gate, and they're saying, man, I really want to buy a home. I've been renting, but my money is really tight right now for a lot of different reasons. You get anywhere from, you got daycare, childcare, or you got kids in college, you're paying tuition, you may have elderly parents and trying to help them out. So you could have a lot going on, or just maybe you lost a job or whatever, and your credit took a hit. Are there three? That might be too many, so you can limit it down. But are there three, or maybe I should make it easier? Maybe one first step that you need to take, or that you need to do, so you can put yourself in a position to buy a home. What would you tell a client, or tell anyone watching?
I would say the first step is to get into a position to where you are ready to buy. So make sure that your credit is at least a 620. And, you do that for your interest rate, for your monthly mortgage, to benefit that. Also to make sure to put money aside, but there are plenty of community lenders out here who are striving to create homes and to create a plan for people to have their own home, for not just some, but for all. So not to be discouraged. Anyone can do it. I was once a new home buyer. I remember what it was like, but being in this business means that I make this easier for my clients. I make this process smooth. I work with lenders. I have a team to where things should flow smoothly, and of course, in the end, that is what we all hope, but also you'll run into some hurdles, but just stay encouraged, because you can do it. It is possible to own your own home, and I can help you with that,
So you work with first-time home buyers, and do you guys have programs for those first-time home buyers, or those whose credit score might still be a little challenged, and it took some hits for it? There's so many things that can happen in life. Just because people have bad credit doesn't make them a bad person. Just bad stuff can happen to you at the worst times, and you got to make some tough decisions. I got to make sure that my kids can eat. We got to have a roof over our head. I got to make sure that the lights are on, and they can have Wi-Fi so they can do their homework. So you guys have programs, and you have programs working with those who might be a little challenged in terms of credit, to coach them up, to put them in a position to buy a home.
I'm so sorry to cut you off. Absolutely, because I'm just so eager. I'm like, absolutely, especially nowadays, but even like back in the day, there was never like an easy road to anything. And so, of course, we want to help those who feel like they can't provide down payment. There are lenders who actually that I work with, and they actually have credit repair people for whenever you do apply. It's like, it's not over yet. You're still in the fight. We're going to get your credits where it is. We're going to stay in touch with you, and we're going to help you build and create this relationship. So there's all types of programs. Some of them have deadlines. South Carolina offers great financial programs for that. And if you were to talk to me, I would help you through that. And I would also get you to my lender who would help you through that, because I work with a team that is for the client, that is for the benefit of those who are looking to own, who are looking to create futures, for not only themselves, but their family. So it's, even if you are, oh, I got to pay this bill, I got to do this, I will put you at ease. I will help you as much as I can and provide you with all of those situations, all of those ways, all of those companies that we need to get you to where you need to be.
She is your real estate matchmaker. Today is Support Black-Owned Business Day. Andrea Perry, would you give everybody all your contact information, social media platforms, your website, or phone number to where someone's looking to buy that first home or dream home, or they're an empty nester and they're trying to maybe buy that last home? Whatever it is, she got your handle. So be sure to give all your contact information and all your social media platforms out.
All right. Well, if you want to go to www.andreasellescharleston.com, or my email is andreaperry@rogcoastal.com. I'll give you my phone number, 843-304-4563. Call me. I am always available. And if I don't get back to you, I'm going to get back to you that day. If it was not right away, okay.
And give them that number again. Give them that number again.
304-4563, and I work with Realty One Group Coastal.
Okay, so it was 843. I think I almost cut that off. 843
304-4563. I feel like an infomercial. I love it.
Well, hey, listen, it's Support Black-Owned Business.
Oh,
so
that's right.
How can we support the Black-owned business if we can't contact that business? So there you go.
Okay. And I'm your real estate matchmaker. So I will look out for you. I'm here for you. Reach out to me if you have any kind of buyer needs, seller needs, even rental needs. I'm out here for the people. I know what it's like to be nervous about this process to start. Worry not. Okay. You do better. You do better. Do better with me.
Wow. I love it. I love it. Andrea Perry, thank you so much. Continued success with your business. All right, everybody. You're looking, like you said, to purchase first home, dream home, last home, rent a home, whatever. She's your real estate matchmaker. She's got you, Andrea Perry. Thank you, Andrea.
Thank you, Geno.
Hope to see you back on the show soon.
Oh, my God. I can't wait.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, bye. Thank you.
I love the energy, man. All right, there you go. She's your real estate matchmaker, ladies and gentlemen. So let me just do something real quick here.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and especially you, and God most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show. I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Subscribe, share, screen grab, like, and binge watch all my back episodes. Major announcement, we have officially reached the threshold to become a YouTube partner. Thank you, but I need more subscribers, and I need you to watch longer, more people, more often, longer, and more subscribers. Because the more subscribers I get, the longer you watch, the more you watch, and the more you get other people to watch the show. One of the fastest growing shows on YouTube. Faster brother can secure that YouTube bag, get that check from YouTube. So thank you, everybody. So I'm just redefining my goal now. I've reached one threshold. My goal, ultimate goal, by the end of 2024, 1 million subscribers. And we are on our way because of you. Thank you so much. So spread the word. Shout out to Mr. Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check him out on Instagram, IG, Kelby Cutting Up, KELBECUTTINUP. Allie Jones is the drip director, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show, along with Mr. Bruce Gage, Allie Jones, and her custom-made crochet line collection. She had a summer crochet line. Now she's going to have a fall and winter crochet line. Handbags, tops, pants, leggings, little scullies. She's got you. She even did like these custom yoga mat holders. So you can check it all out on her IG page, lx.n like Nanette, C like Charlie, L like Lexi, underscores that little dash. lx.ncl underscore little dash at the bottom. And Bruce Gage, his signature collection, the Mario Uomo collection, and the Flyball collection. Check Mr. Bruce Gage's collection out, the Mario Uomo and the Flyball, at Miglio di Mario Uomo. That's MIGLIODIMARIO UOMO. MIGLIODIMARIO UOMO. The next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be Thursday, 6:30 p.m. My guest, our recording star, Tanya Nolan. She got a brand new song called Let's Celebrate. So we're just going to have fun. Looking forward to talking to Miss Tanya Nolan. She's going to talk about her new single, just about her career and what she's got going on, and just talk about her journey. And we just, you know how we do it here on the Geno Jones Show. We're just going to have a conversation like we do. I love each and every one of you. You and you again, yes. Najima, hey, how are you? Thank you for watching. I want to thank everybody for watching me live. So we will see you live Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Now, if you missed some of this episode, go back and binge watch this show. Go back and binge watch last night's show. Go back and binge watch all my back episodes. And until Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, as always, be blessed. Pray for peace. Holla!
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.